Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my weekly makeup basket. So these are all of the products that I was using throughout this week. First of all, I want to say happy Mother's Day to all of the lovely mothers out there. I hope you guys are enjoying your special day. So a lot of the products that I used this week, I try to keep it a little bit more on the simple side. I didn't really play around with like any glitters or single eyeshadows or anything like that, except for one day. I did play around with some glitter, but I am starting finals week. So this week that just passed and next week are my finals week. I may not get as many videos up next week because it is finals week, but hopefully I can get at least 2 videos up. So let me go ahead and start off with the foundation that I was wearing this week. I decided to pull this out. This is the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. It has SPF 20 and I am in the shade LN3. It does give me this very nice like glowy look. I just like that it feels like nothing on my skin, and typically SPF foundations I feel almost like there's a very thin layer of something on my skin, like with the It Cosmetics CC cream. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin, but I can feel that there is something on there. And with this, it's a little less heavy than the It Cosmetics CC cream. That has a higher SPF on it, so I would wear that if I am going to go, if I know I'm going to be out like all day walking around or something like that. But for just like a daily foundation, this is perfect for me when I just go on campus. I'm indoors for the majority of the time when I'm on campus, but I still of course like to wear SPF. And then quickly do want to talk about the powder I've been setting it with. This is the HD finishing powder from NYX. This is in the color Translucent. This, when I first apply it, really does kind of blur my pores, but it kind of sets my foundation. The foundation feels, I don't want to say dry, but it does feel a little bit on the drier side. After about 15 minutes, like my natural oils kind of help everything set. And of course I spray my face with some type of like setting spray or like MAC Fix Plus. It all ends up kind of melting and blending together. So let's talk about the eyeshadow that I wore. I decided to pull this out because, again, I did want to wear something very neutral, kind of quick and easy, everyday type of eyeshadow. I actually wrote the names of all of the shadows with permanent marker because I had to get rid of like the little plastic insert that was in here. I chose to really stick to this section right here today for the eyeshadow look that I'm wearing, but I actually ended up doing a look with this green shadow right here, and I popped a little bit of the gold shade kind of right in the center. And then on another day I actually did a really pretty like pastel look with this strawberry bonbon shade. This is kind of the like most disappointing shadow in the entire palette in my opinion, because it doesn't really show up. So I ended up having to put a white base underneath it, and then what I did was I put a little bit of Champagne Truffle like right on top of that shadow. Champagne Truffle is probably one of my favorite shades of the palette. I also used it as a highlighter that day, but I love this palette. It really is kind of like the perfect beginner friendly palette. I'm sure you guys have heard of this palette, but I don't feel like it gets talked about very much anymore because people move on to like new and exciting things. So then I have a few like eyeliners and glitter type things that I use with my eye look that day, this week, since I kept it very, very neutral. The first one is from Mally Beauty. This is in the color Ice Blue. I'm actually gonna declutter this eyeliner. It looks like it's very creamy and it looks like it would apply really nicely like in the waterline, but this applied very patchy in the waterline and I felt like I had to kind of build it up. I don't know, it was just really patchy. I don't really like the formula of that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that. What I'm wearing on my waterline today, this is the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl liner in the color Penny Lane. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that, but it's got like a, I don't know, like kind of like a coppery goldy type of shimmer running throughout the eyeliner. I love it. It really does last in my waterline all day, and I like that it like automatically sharpens this for me because there's like a sharpener in the cap, so every time you close it, it's going to automatically sharpen it. And so then I pulled this out. This is the Tarteist Pro glitter liner. This is in the color White Gold. I got like a little trio of these. So on one side there's like a glitter liner, and on the other side there's like a metallic like shimmer type of liner. I didn't wear the shimmer side. I decided to only kind of wear the gold to accent my black winged liner. So there's the glitter and there's the shimmer. I love these. They don't transfer, they don't crease, they really do last all day. When these set, it really doesn't move. But I think they're too expensive to pick up on their own. If you're interested in getting them, I would wait for them to come out with like a little trio or a little like mini size of them during like the holidays. I don't know if that little trio is still available. So then the blush palette that I used this week, I decided to pull a palette. I don't think I have any individual, no, I didn't have any individual blushes this week. This is my Inglot Freedom System palette. So I created this palette. I picked out these 4 blushes. The magnet in here is just so strong. It's kind of difficult to pull these back out. So I can't really tell you guys the shades of these, and they're like numbered shades. But I have a like peachy corally one, a darker corally one with some gold shimmer, a nude one. This is the one that I for the most part wore the majority of the time, and then I have like a rosy toned one. These are absolutely stunning. They're very, very pigmented. They last on the cheeks all day. I really like the formula of them. They're very smooth and they blend out really nicely. These are the first like Inglot makeup products that I've ever tried, so I may consider investing in some of their eyeshadows, but so far I really love the formula of these blushes. I don't know if you guys can see, that's the Smashbox liner. I tried to take it off with like a makeup remover wipe, and it's still on there. All right, so for bronzer, I stuck with the 2 products that I used last week, the Burberry like earthy tone blush as my contour, and then my Hourglass Luminous Bronze Lights. Those products stayed the same this week, but I pulled out 2 new highlighters. The first highlighter that I used this week is from Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Midnight Sun. I picked up a bundle of these a while ago, so I have like the fair, the light, and like the medium toned highlighters, and this is like a very standard gold highlighter. I may eventually declutter this from my collection. It's just not anything different from all of the gold highlighters that I already have in my collection. So like the Master Chrome highlighter, Anastasia So Hollywood, Max Oh Darling, or Whisper of Guilt, like all of those are pretty much the exact same. So this is a relatively inexpensive, because Makeup Geek is not necessarily drugstore and their prices have been getting up there. I've heard that a lot of people didn't like these because the pans fall out. I don't really have a problem, like none of the pans are loose with any of the highlighters that I picked up, and I did pick them up at a very heavy discount off of, I think it was Haute Look that I purchased all of these. So I'm just gonna go through, play around with some of the colors, because there are lots of duochromes that I picked up, but so far I like the formula, but I'm just not really impressed with the standard colors, because I have so many standard colored like highlighters. I may only keep the very unique ones out of like all of the Makeup Geek ones that I have. I think I have like 9 of those highlighters. So the other highlighter that I pulled out this week, this is from Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade Pink Glow. I want to say this used to be like a limited edition highlighter, but now it's permanent. This is of course a little bit more of a pinky highlight. I like this formula so much better. This is like the highlighting powder. I like this formula so much better than their shimmer bricks. Definitely not worth the like high-end price tag that it has. The only reason I picked this up is because I found it at a CCO and they had an additional 50% off of like Bobbi Brown. If you can find it on Mercari, if you can find it at a CCO, then I would recommend it, because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight, but not really worth, like I said, the high-end price tag. So then the last 2 products I'm going to share with you guys today, these are the lip products that I wore this week. I love this. This is what I've been wearing for the majority of the week. This is the BareMinerals like Gen Nude Matte Lipsticks. This is in the shade XYZ. It's what I'm wearing today. It is like a warmer nude color. It does transfer just a little bit. Eventually it does set. It's like a very like liquidy / moussey formula. It does take a little bit to set, but once it sets, it, like I said, it does have a little bit of transfer, so you may have to reapply this throughout the day, but it doesn't dry down like my lips. It doesn't like settle into fine lines, and it's so easy to reapply this lipstick. You don't have to like remove the liquid lipstick that you had on before in order to reapply. You just apply it right on top. It like kind of melts into your lips, and it's just beautiful. I love it. but even though it transfers, it does actually last for a really long time. And then this is unfortunately a limited edition product. It actually might only be like a limited edition packaging. I don't know if the color is actually limited edition, but this is like the Kat Von D studded lipstick. She has her logo like embossed into the lipstick, but this is in the shade Lolita 2. Although I love her liquid lipstick formula, I just wanted to try one of her studded kiss lipsticks, and I've always wanted to try Lolita or Lolita 2, and I don't own those in the liquid lipstick formula. It's a very, very opaque lipstick. It lasts on the lips all day. I really don't have to reapply this lipstick. If anything, if it starts to kind of wear away a little bit, I'll apply like a gloss on top and kind of revive the color just a little bit, but I love this lipstick, really like the formula. And I probably would pick up a couple more colors if I didn't already have so many lipsticks in my collection. So that's it. That's all of the makeup that I wore this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I currently post 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then on Sundays, I like to do a weekly makeup basket. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.